Hello again. Today I'm going to tie what's called a Cyclops fly. The concept was introduced to me by Jim Crawford several years ago, and I believe it's been quite successful over the years for me. The thread I'm going to use today is the Union 8/0. You can use the 6. There's not much finesse required with this fly. First thing I'm going to do is just catch my thread on, like so. Once I get so far up, I'll snip away my pig's tail, and I'm going to just bring my thread down the shank. And first thing I'm going to do is stick in my tail, which is, I'm going to use this glister. Fairly generous pinch. And I'm going to keep it right back from the eye. Bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to just trim that there. I'm going to bring my card up, and I've got plenty of space there because I want it to be competition legal. Next thing I'm going to do is add a couple of strands of just silver winging material. I'll catch that in on either side of the body. It doesn't have to be tidy. Excuse my fingers. Just bringing this round to the back now, catching that in. Then all that, sweep it back, trim it up. Okay, now to make my life a little easier, I'm going to lick my thumb and forefinger, just bring everything back, like so. And I'm going to bring my thread back down to the end of the hook. Next then I'm going to tie in the body material, and it's going to be a gold, holographic gold. So trim that up. Like so. And then I can bring that up to, again, 1/4 of an inch back from the hook shank, the hook eye. And I'm going to bring my gold body material over. Try and make sure you capture all the black under the gold. Like so. And I can trim that up, and I'll just tidy up at the front here. Now, for the wing, I'm going to use a shank of this silver here. It's quite messy, it's not particularly easy to work with, but when it's in the water it flows and it really does work well as a lure. So I've trimmed that up. You can see I've got quite a decent pinch, and I'm going to lick the end just here, and this will help me put a bed down of the thread. Now before I go on, I'm going to bring my card up again, because I want this to be as long as I can get away with, really. Trim that up a bit further, and I think there's another couple of bits. Again, thumb and forefinger licked, and I'm going to bring my thread down to the front of the fly. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to do something else at the minute, so I'm just going to put a couple of half hitches in here, make sure my thread goes nowhere. Now, Cyclops, as the name suggests, is going to be one eye. So I've got a cylinder here, a booby cylinder, and all I'm going to do is trim around the edge to make it a cone shape. Now, people more skilled than me will obviously do a much better job. And what I want to do is measure up my eye now, see how much I'm going to get away with, and I'm going to cut my little cone shape. Next then, I'm going to take a darning needle and just place it through the centre of the eye, so it should look like that. You can put that down for a second, and I'm going to bring my thread now all the way up to the end, and I'm going to add a generous dollop of super glue, and I can use my dubbing needle just to make sure that's spreading round. And of course, with super glue we've got to work relatively quickly. So next I'm going to take my single eye and force it onto the fly. Now, it won't take long for the super glue to set. Now, the reason I don't cut away the thread immediately is sometimes it won't take, and you can just use a couple of wraps to secure your foam eye, but I seem to have got it right this time. So what I'm going to do is hold on to my fly, snap away my thread. Now, I don't know if you can see the eye, but all I need to do is pull that back, and I've got access to my eye to tie my tippet onto. And the last thing is I'm going to use a black marker pen, and I'm just going to dab a dot there, and a dot there, just to give the impression of an eye. Now, the material I've used for the booby eye here is not particularly good. I found it quite difficult to work with. It's very soft. The block foams that you get, the plastozotes, is much better for this fly, but that should give you the general idea. I hope it's given you some ideas. You can try it in different colour combinations, with marabou instead of the sparkle for the wing, or a dark fly, and it can be very effective. Thanks very much for watching.